In this episode, we're going to focus on the news that Questra has been purchased by a new owner. Also, Chain Group has put out a tweet that they're thinking about doing an ICO. And finally, we're going to check up on Western Coin and its status. All that coming right up.
The name of the game is compounding. You're either making it or you're paying. Lucky for you, you get to follow my trades. Let's make some money.
What's going on, everybody? DJ and AD here, and welcome to Passive Profits, a series where I share the progress of my passive income investments and review new and upcoming investment programs so together we can make some money. So the first thing we're going to focus on is the news of Questra. This morning they had a live stream, which they do once every couple of weeks, and it was a shocking live stream actually. They announced that Atlantic Global, which is the side that does the payments and payouts and pretty much the banking and so on and so forth, has now been bought out. So we're going to give you that information in just a minute. We're going to go into those details. But first, if you've been enjoying the content here on my channel, I appreciate it if you leave a thumbs up. That helps to continue to grow as far as the community here. And it lets me know that you guys have been enjoying the content, puts a smile on my face, helps me to come back every single day. Just a quick warning, if you're a new investor and this is your first time in the cryptocurrency market, these are the 4 fundamental rules that you'll need to follow before joining any of the programs we talk about. We strongly suggest that you pause the video to read them and get familiar with them. And even better, click on the link in the description labeled Investing 101. This way, you'll know the rules and you won't unnecessarily take too much risk and lose money. So I'm going to link this video in the description below. This gentleman here actually took the time to create a very long video about the meeting earlier today and all of the news that went on. So I won't bore you with the long details, but the short end of the story is that this person here, Hwang Sup Han, I believe is his full name, and you see him in the picture here. He's bought out Atlantic Global, which is, like I said earlier, the payment side of the company. So it looks like in the conference, he talks a lot about the expansion and all of the experience that he has and how he feels he can take this company to the next level. The bad news is that they're going to be going through a due diligence period in which the operations of the company are going to stop for a certain amount of time. I believe they're saying that in about 4 weeks, somewhere in the middle of December, there's going to be an announcement and a detailed roadmap as to what exactly is going to go on, when they're going to come back, and all of the changes that are going to happen. So it could be good news. So it could be either way. I wouldn't be too worried. A company this size and people showing their face and a man of his stature is unlikely just going to come out and say things are going to be fine and things are going to be great, and then later on turn around and run off with money. Doesn't make sense. But in the investing space, anything is possible, which is why we always take precautions. But like I said, personally, I'm not worried. We'll just have to hang in there, just like we did in August when they had a couple of weeks of downtime. So Western Coin, we're going to check up on them. As you see, things have been going along fine. Let's look at the lending interest. I have a small loan here, $125, and each day they've been posting the actual gains. They've been a little bit subpar here, as you see, under 1%, not the greatest gains, but at least it's been functioning. Now, the issue that I mentioned a couple of days ago, and some people were a little bit confused as to what I was referring to, is exactly this. Let's go over to the convert tab. So as you see here, I have a balance of $444. That's a combination of my lending profits and commissions. The issue is, as an example, this $1381, if this is your lending profit from the interest, you would expect to be able to extract that out as Bitcoin. The problem is when you go here to convert, you must first convert the USD balance into the Western Coin, and then the Western Coin you have to convert back out to Bitcoin before you could extract the money and actually realize the profits, right? So it works exactly like BitConnect, where you must first convert the lending wallet balance over to the BitConnect coin and then sell the BitConnect coin for Bitcoin, okay? The problem is they're selling you this WNC coin at an inflated price. So when you come back over to the exchange, you're only going to get approximately half of what you just finished paying for that WNC coin. In the end, instead of withdrawing, let's say $100, if you earn that much, you're only going to wind up with $50 because it's almost half price of what's going on in the market. So as you see here, the buy orders are for $25,500 and less if you go down, but they're selling you the coin at actually more than double right this second at $52,073. So the moment you buy their coin at double the price and you come here to sell it so you can cash out for Bitcoin, you're getting hammered at a 50% loss. Now, some people were confused and they were saying, oh no, it's a lending bonus. They're giving you a bonus when you lend. We're not talking about lending. We're talking about after you've done your lending and you're receiving your profits or you're trying to withdraw your commissions, you should not be hit with a 50% penalty if you want to withdraw. That's not a bonus, that's a penalty. So hopefully they will fix that, because at this point, I'm just sitting here waiting to see if they're going to fix this. This is not really fair, but I'd like to hear your thoughts on it. Perhaps you have a different take on why they're doing this other than trying to give you a bonus, or maybe they just screwed up on the code and they meant to give you a bonus, but they're actually hitting you with a penalty as well. A quick checkup on Chain Group. Things have been going normal here. I've been upping my investment. I think the last time I talked about Chain Group, I upped to 6,000, and since then I've now up to 9,000 in my investment, and things have been coming along pretty smooth here. No complaints at all. Withdrawals are happening within a few hours, so all is smooth regarding that. Now, what's interesting here is that they put out a tweet earlier saying, what do you think about Chain Group ICO? Will you buy tokens? Now, that's an interesting thought, and obviously a lot of people gave it the like or the little heart, whatever you call this thing. They're calling it like, actually. I gave it a like as well. I think that that could help the company to have some foundation if they have a coin and a blockchain, as that'll make it much more sustainable in the long run. So I think this could be a great idea. It'll also boost the confidence in a lot of people's minds regarding Chain Group, as companies without a blockchain and a coin don't have the same confidence. Even though I've said it before, that doesn't necessarily mean that a company is a solid one and won't be able to scam. For instance, even with BitConnect, we all love it, but don't be fooled. Just because they have a blockchain and a coin doesn't mean that they're selling off all their coins in the market and then eventually just runs off with Bitcoin. That is possible. Not saying that it's happening, but you need to be aware that there is that possibility, so that you don't make a bad decision into thinking that it's impossible and that it's a completely safe platform. So that was it for those updates. Like I said, I'm going to put the link for the Atlantic Global video in the description below so you guys can watch it. It's a little lengthy. I didn't want to stick that into one of the daily update videos, because you guys might fall asleep for those who aren't even in that platform. But nevertheless, it's going to be there for you guys. So that's it for today's updates. I will be back tomorrow with some more updates and some more goodies for you guys. I appreciate all of you. If you're enjoying the video, please hit that thumbs up. That really helps the channel. And also, let's get some discussions going on in the comments below regarding some of the things I just mentioned here: Atlantic Global, Chain Group, and Western Coin's inflated price. I'll talk to you guys later. It's DJ NAD signing out. Peace.